and the golden voice of Neal Rhul. Sit back and relax. It's time for your daily dose of Big D energy.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D!
Right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Rhul, that guy. D-Mac, Darren McCarty, the world's greatest role player. We'll discuss coming up in just a little bit.
We're going to get into it. What a great day to have Flannel Sam. And you know what, Neal? It's like my mom used to tell me I got spies everywhere. So nothing like waking up to getting bashed by Flannel for something on. So we'll get to it all. We're going to talk some hockey stuff. So how's your Wednesday? Big Wings game tonight? Pittsburgh coming into town.
Tis.
Be down there. Checking that out. I'll be down there early. If you're at LCA, come check me out. I'm over doing some Poker Stars stuff tonight. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before.
Very
man
cool.
of the people.
Man of the people.
One day out on a
You're just a role player,
the other
D-Mac.
one, just fluffing the cards.
You just fill a role.
That's it. I'm just a role player. Ultimate.
Ultimate role player.
Greatest grind liner. Not only greatest winger on the grind line, greatest winger in life. Right, Spenny?
Right.
Spencer Rafter here in the building as well. Kool-Aid on the ones and twos for a little bit. No BMG. What's BMG got going on today? Do we know?
I don't know. Morning skate, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
For the Red Wings.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Down there at LC. Oh, morning skate. Okay, I gotcha. So just seeing what's good, seeing what's going on down there. A lot of football stuff to get to. As we said, we'll do Wednesdays with Flannel 1128. I was told there's some spice that will be added to this segment here today. He had some words about Darren McCarty and a statue and all that stuff. We'll get there. I have a fun little game I want to play with Sam Flannel. We'll get his thoughts on Michigan State. You getting hyped, Spenny?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Sparty's number 4 in basketball,
in the nation, baby.
Number 4 in basketball and a 24-point underdog.
Yep.
Is it going to be that close?
Probably not.
Oh, speaking of that, I do have a get right for the Michigan State game.
Okay.
I have an absolute get
you
right.
do?
Yeah, and
Wow.
it's a plus money proposition. Last I saw, so
Whoa, interesting.
but it will happen. But no, we'll get into all of it. Do want to go into Lions Ravens a little bit. Want to take a look at the Ravens, see what their story is, and look, we know what their story is. Lamar Jackson certainly is a guy. Some news yesterday around the NFL: the Eagles signed Julio Jones.
Saw that.
Whatever.
Saw that. That doesn't really move the needle at all for me.
Cool 20 catches he'll roll in with. And look, Julio was great. He was great. Was great. He's not that guy
Not
anymore.
much tread on the tire left.
No,
So-
absolutely not. Jump into that woodwardsports.com chat thread. Get your thoughts in there as well. Chuck Brewer, Flannel woke up this morning and he picked violence. I guess so. Like, this is a big thing that we are going to get into. This is certainly a big thing that we will discuss. I can't wait. Jake Wegener, BMG has an important meeting with Yzerman, so Steve can run some things by BMG and try to get his okay. Do we agree with that?
Something like that. And then sequestered. That's all I heard. I was sequestered to morning skate. That was the message that I got. So, I mean, him and 1-9 slowly but surely developing that bond. He is, Mike's trying to be the Terry Foster.
Speaking of that, I saw something that came across the wire right before we went on the show. Roger Goodell is set to agree to a new contract with the NFL, and I guess it's going to be a 3-year deal. That's what the people are saying. I haven't heard the specific yearly number that's going to be thrown around, but my good people at Spot Track sent out a tweet right before we went on air. Said, per his latest contract extension, Roger Goodell will now approach $700 million in earnings from the NFL. That is more than double what any player in the history of the game has made in their career. There are 2 angles I want to take with this. Number one, the commission is going to make $750 million.
How long has he been doing the job?
When did he come on? What, 20 years maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Wow.
He hasn't
700 million, and
to be the commissioner.
Well, we know that it's got to be north of 50 million, because wasn't it last year, or the year before? It was
550
46,
or whatever it was. Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the why and you look at the bag, you can see why. That just tells you, right? That just tells you how much money these owners are making. And what it made me think about is, I mentioned I was at a Magic Johnson talk, and Magic Johnson said all the things that he owned.
2006.
Right? All the things that he owned. But when he got to, and now I own the Washington Commanders. And when Magic Johnson looks at the crowd and goes, and let me tell you something. When you own a football team, that's it. The check that they give you, this is, quote, what he said, out of all the other endeavors, and this is a guy who owned some of the Dodgers and stuff like this, but that goes to tell you, proof's in the pudding. Follow the numbers. When your commissioner has made $700
D-Mac, let me put that another way.
In less than 20 years.
Let me put that another way. There is enough money being produced by the NFL that you can chip off the shift manager, which is Roger Goodell. You can chip him off $750 million. Like, there's enough of a pot where you can just, chip off a little bit.
It doesn't
here's
take
your pittance.
anything from anybody else. It's just, so you want to know how good the NFL is doing? Just look at what their boss is making.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's number one. That was number one to me. And to just say, wow. Bradley Stroh, last year the NFL generated $18 billion in revenue. I know, because we're the ones that spend all the money on it. We do. And that's why, Spenny, that's why I laugh. I laugh at the people with the, I laugh at them when they, I'm not going to Amazon to watch the game. Yes, you are. Mm-hmm. I'm not getting Peacock to watch a game. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because what's the alternative to that, Spenny? You don't watch the game. Mm-hmm. You're going to watch the game. We are addicted to NFL football. Addicted. Spenny, you're going to do it one way or the other.
I'm going to watch the game tomorrow. I don't even know who's playing, and I'm going to watch it.
Thursday night is the one I've held strong on. I now that I have unseated candy corn as Michigan's favorite Halloween candy, I did that.
You did?
I took that to the streets. I showed you that one man can change the world. Now that I have done that, my next
They put a ban on candy corn at Halloween now?
No, it's no longer Michigan's favorite Halloween candy.
What is?
I think it was Starburst. I can't remember. Whatever. I don't remember what it doesn't matter what it is. I know what it's not.
Wax? Come on.
Starburst is a good option.
Can't we have like a Reese's peanut butter cup or something?
That's what I said.
Well, at least Starburst tastes good.
Chocolate, better.
Depending on what flavor.
Better. It's still wax.
I don't
You're
think
still biting into wax.
Starburst.
No, there's not a bad flavor. There's just cherry and the rest.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's it. I'm not a huge fan of the strawberry one.
I like the pink one.
You like the strawberry one?
Yeah, I'd say it's number 2.
It's a little too designer. But I can't.
I'd say yellow is the worst.
I'm a little bit older than you, Spenny. So I remember the pre-strawberry time. I thought they were fine the way they were.
What were they before strawberry?
It was just cherry, lemon, and orange, and that was good enough for us.
Wow.
But then you entitled generation.
Back in the dark ages.
Yeah, you entitled generation come along, and now we need strawberry Starburst too. But hey, we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
but anyway, I don't want it to go
yellow,
there.
no, orange. Orange pops too.
Yeah, orange is good too.
Yeah.
But
no,
peanut butter cups.
Hold on here. Shelby Rice, yellow is the best. Guys, from now on, when talking about Starburst, do not refer to them by the color. They have a name.
No,
they have a flavor.
They're the color.
The pink is strawberry. The yellow is lemon. The orange is orange. The red is cherry. And refer to them as such. Thank you.
No,
kindly.
I'm going by the color.
Respectfully.
Red's the best.
What?
Red is the best.
Oh, you mean cherry?
I mean red.
No, you mean cherry. You son of a bitch. But anyway, though, since I've proven that one man can change a world, D-Mac, my next endeavor is to hold strong against Thursday Night Football. Now, I'll admit, when it's a good matchup, I'm not just going to take the slop that you drop on my plate as I put my tray through the cafeteria line, the NFL cafeteria.
Oh, you like them extra sloppy.
and they take that scooper and they just flip it down on your, and you're like, yes, sir, can I have some more, please? I don't do that. What is tomorrow's matchup? I forgot already.
Don't even know. But I'm watching it.
But I know you are. But don't worry, I'll get there with everybody, D-Mac. I will.
It could be Bears-Panthers, and I'll watch it.
I will not. That is the line. But anyway, the moral of the story is this. I got off track here.
Jags-Saints, says Rake.
Jags-Saints?
That's a good game.
I'll flip that one
Trevor
on.
Lawrence might not play, though.
If he's out, then I'm out. I, too, am a game-time decision. But D-Mac, getting back to the task at hand here, talking about Roger Goodell, his new contract, he'll approach $700 million in earnings from the NFL. It's more than double what any player in the history of the NFL has made. Aaron Rodgers has made the most money from the NFL at $342 million.
Good for him.
Tom Brady is second at $332 million.
Good for him.
And the third most money earned in the history of the National Football League is Matt Stafford
GOAT.
at $328 or $328 million. Let that resonate with you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
one of those is not like the other.
10-year career, quarterback, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Still making half what the commissioner made. So, I mean.
Stafford and Rodgers both have won Super Bowl. So
That is true. But I was told all those MVPs. Yeah.
All right. So if you pay a guy north of $300 million, then you get a Super Bowl. Is that what we've come down to here? We've surmised.
I don't know.
Yeah.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Mike Bell. Will Mahomes be the first one to reach $1 billion? I don't think so because he's got a 10-year, $450 million deal that he gave the Chiefs a discount on.
yeah.
So unless they redo it, he ain't going to get there. You see what I'm saying? Like, you start to put that in perspective. Like today's day and age where athletes get paid what they get paid, Patrick Mahomes won't even sniff what Roger Goodell has made.
Did you hear Caleb Williams wants ownership stake in the team that drafts him?
He's out there talking. He's like, hey, anybody that drafts me, you got to be prepared to give me part ownership of the team.
Fuck yeah. Know your worth. I like it.
Good luck.
Yeah? It's fair?
You think he's going to get that?
No.
No.
Not a chance.
No chance. No chance. But yeah, man, it is crazy. Sam Flannel, 1 Super Bowl MVP for Rodgers, 0 for Stafford. You knew he had to come in and get granular.
It was 4 MVPs for Rodgers, 0 for Stafford.
Yeah. So I think that kind of puts it all in perspective, doesn't it? Like that whole tweet right there. The commish makes $700 million. Matt Stafford's made the third most money in the history of the NFL.
Get your bag.
But I don't hate it. I don't. Like, you guys know how I feel about Stafford. I'm not trying to revisit that topic.
Yeah.
When he was here, he was great in the community. Wasn't the problem, but also wasn't the solution.
That's fair.
End. Like, that's it. End. But what a time to be alive where you can be Matt Stafford and make the third most money in the history of the NFL. But yeah, as you said, man, good for him. But no, I do want to get into it, though. I do want to get into the Ravens and really take a look around. D-Mac, tell them about Dispo.
Absolutely. Experience Dispo Romeo, a team that curates an exclusive atmosphere mixed with fresh inventory for Michigan's largest variety of cannabis products. First ever cannabis mall of its kind, conveniently located off of Van Dyke at 32 Mile Road in Romeo. Dispo Romeo is now open late night until midnight every day. Yes, every day except for Sunday. Can it get any better than that? I don't think so. Dispo Dispensary, disposhops.com, your local cannabis plug.
What about Fairway?
Fairway Packing Company. Yes, sir. The finest meats in all the land. Go to fairwaypacking.com. Hey, you guys ever go out to a nice restaurant? Chances are the meat that you ate there came from Fairway Packing Company. The prime beef, the dry aged beef, the Wagyu, whatever you were knocking down probably came from Fairway. We were out there. I picked up some ribeye steaks. They're the greatest ribeye steaks I've ever made on my own in my life. They were absolutely incredible. Go to fairwaypacking.com or stop by the Grab and Go shop as well in Grosse Pointe, fairwaypacking.com.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer, Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Holton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
How'd you like to join Woodward Sports and Spenny's new favorite long drink down for the official Lions VIP tailgate party? When's the next one? I'll tell you, October 30th. Yeah, that Monday night game, 5:15, shed number 5. That's where the bash will be, 5:15. Do not miss it. What are you going to have? Official Lions tailgate, back better than ever. Pre-game it with Woodward's. Get treated like a VIP. Food, beverages, entertainment. Some of your local Woodward sports celebrities down there. Get your tickets today, bullseyeventgroup.com, or win some from Woodward Sports today. Subscribe to the YouTube page or follow us on Instagram and message Lions VIP.
All right, we're off and running, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Rhul and Darren McCarty, our guy Kool-Aid here in the house before he cuts out to Pistons practice. Cade Cunningham, media availability today, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that, man.
All right.
Definitely.
What do you got lined up for him? What do you ask him? What are we going with?
Mac and I were talking about that in the Studio B, and I want to ask him about the buzz of the city, man. I want to ask him if he sees it, if he recognizes
The Lion stuff and all that.
Lions, even the Red Wings, and fans waited outside of LCA for this Pistons open practice up to an hour and a half before the Lions back to the streets. Both of the entrances where they were letting fans in.
These fans are hungry, bro.
They're hungry, man. They want to win.
We hungry.
Kool-Aid, can you ask him a question for me?
What's up, brother?
Is he jealous of the amount of chemistry that my player has with Marvin Bagley? I got that man scoring 30 a game.
Man, you know what? That Cade Cunningham-Marvin Bagley connection this rookie season was absolutely electric, man. They went, 10 and 14 in the games they played together, which honestly is their best stretch of basketball in a long time. So, you know what? I will ask him about how he feels with that pick-and-roll connection. Definitely.
Marvin Bagley just broke his arm in 2K, though. It was a big hit.
Oh, no.
But Troy Weaver, I can influence trades because I'm at that level.
Because you're that deep?
Yeah. And I had him trade for Brook Lopez. Troy Weaver traded Hami Diallo for Brook Lopez straight up.
What?
I don't know how.
Just when I think you can't do anything dumber,
Yeah.
you go and do something like that.
Yeah.
And totally redeem yourself.
It was awesome.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Jump into there. Just wrapping up the discussion from before. Ryan's reaction. Flannel going with the Packers fan approach. Mentioning regular season accolades to prove a point, but we'll say it's a team game to explain away his postseason failures. Exactly, Ryan. I'm stealing that and giving you no credit going forward because that is perfect. That's a perfect way to put it. That's what people like Sam Flannel and Packer fans do. They've made a career off of it. They made a living off of it. So, Lions Ravens this week. Ravens starting to settle in, D-Mac, about that field goal favorite. It's one of those things where you look at it. Montgomery probably going to be out for a minute or two. It's one of those spots, D-Mac. It's a tough spot. You're right in front of the bye week as well. Again, for the Lions, it's a tough spot, D-Mac.
You know what? We haven't really gone into any of these games not being in a spot where you're of concern. Going back to the Atlanta game, we were concerned about their running attack and what we're going to do. Right now, I'm not so much concerned about our rushing game. It's the number one, and whether it's the elephant in the room or not, is can we contain Lamar Jackson, especially scrambling? Because that's the one thing that we haven't been really proven, right? Having that quarterback try to run on us like they did last year, like Justin Fields had done last year, and different things like that. So you got to think with Lamar Jackson, that's part of Baltimore's game plan. I think it's just by committee. What have we seen? What do we know about this Lions team? next man up mentality, right? I mean, I go back to it. Well, Dan Campbell, when he said that in 2021, they had to figure that with injuries that they would lose every starter. That's just the mentality. So how are they going to prepare for that? Well, you know what? He's not just talking it. He's walking it, because they are losing guys, and they're losing big guys. And do you expect Gibbs to be back this week? I don't. You know, you don't know about Branch. You don't know about these guys. Guys are knocked up. This is the NFL, so they're going to be ready to play. And is this another game that we're going to have to see Jared Goff be the leader of these men and just, you know, play this game's going to play out more like, I believe, the Tampa Bay game, being more of a, you know, 20-6 game, a 20-10 game. Jack Fox is going to be a weapon, you know, and field position is going to be a weapon of this game. So, number one concern for me isn't anything that we do. I think we'll sort of figure it out offensively. It's stopping Lamar, and mostly Lamar scrambling.
Yeah, and Lamar's on his way, 330 yards rushing, 4 rushing touchdowns. He's putting up those running back numbers. You know, we've been talking about David Montgomery. He's got 5 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Lamar's got 4.
Yeah.
You know, he's just
when they get in the red zone, man, that's the biggest threat.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's an absolute beast. And look, a whole lot of people, when we went through this, because again, I like to revisit this. When last we all talked Lamar Jackson here, it was the contract issue. It was the Lamar said, I'll sit out. I want my money. And a lot of people were saying, you can't give Lamar that kind of money. And yes, you can, because what's the alternative? And Lamar won. And I knew Lamar would win.
You said you when we were talking about this, and I asked you the question, does Lamar, who has the leverage here? And you said Lamar Jackson has all the leverage here.
Yes.
The longer this goes, what choice does Baltimore have?
None.
Right?
None, because you're in this window right now, and it was their only play. Because if you lost Lamar Jackson, and you can say what you want about him, you can buy into him, you cannot buy into him, you can say he can't throw the ball, because that's everyone's default to say that he can't pass the ball. He's a dynamic player in the NFL. He's a former MVP. He's a problem. He's an issue. He's a great athlete. You can say what you want about him, but he is a dynamic player. And just as I look across the Ravens and what they're doing right now, and look, I know a lot of people are talking about where, you know, some of the wins they have and how they were kind of slogfest and things like that. That's the Ravens, D-Mac.
Yeah.
Like, hey, not everybody is the Dolphins or the Chiefs 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't look pretty all the time.
But doesn't it give you confidence, because don't you feel that your team, the Lions team, can play in many different ways? Right? That's the big thing that I take away from the game against Tampa, is controlling the clock and making it, even losing, you know, your number one running back and stuff like that. You controlled the clock, and time of possession was ridiculous. So you going into that mentally knowing that it's going to be one of those games, okay, cool. We can play it that way.
Right. And we got to remember, too, because everyone is always default to say the Ravens, WoodwardSports.com chat thread, by the way. Shoot, where was it? Oh, yeah, Real Cream of Wheat. Neal's hat has a Wizards logo on it. WTF. Guys, let them know in the chat. Like, come on.
White caps, baby.
Yeah. Come on. You got to be better than that, Real Cream of Wheat.
Michigan, exactly.
Yeah. Got to be better than that. You got to be better than that.
A-ball.
Yeah. Great Lakes. You know what I'm saying? Come on,
I'll
bro.
never support the Wizards after they changed from the Bullets. Free Gilbert.
It was a sad day.
Yeah.
It was absolutely a sad day. But, you know, again, just you look at defensive rankings, and we've been programmed, right, as of late, since they've had Lamar Jackson, to say, well, this isn't the Ravens' defense of old. By the numbers, it is,
Yeah,
D-Mac.
they're pretty damn good.
They're the second best defense in the NFL by the numbers. And if you don't have a multifaceted attack, with all due respect to Craig Reynolds and Zigbo, and with all due respect to everybody involved, this Ravens defense is elite, and they have an elite athlete at quarterback. It's D-Mac, it's tough, man. This is a tough matchup.
As it should be on the road, yeah. We know that it is, but again, if things are different, that's why I said, who do you look to be like, if Montgomery was healthy, right? We'd be sitting, okay, David, you need, 20-some carries and we'll get you that 100 yards, but it's going to be tough going all game. Now, who do you focus on, right? This is a Jared Goff game. This is a game that you have to go in there and your quarterback has to win, whether it's, you need guys stepping up, right? More imperative, as we say every week, the Amon-Ra St. Brown and Laporta connection. Josh Reynolds on third down. Listen, if Jared Goff continues his efficiency like he did last game, and we agreed before going in, Tampa wasn't a pushover either, right? So what we're saying going into this week is a little bit tougher than it was last week against a little bit tougher defense, right? Would you say the environment is tougher in Baltimore?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Than in Tampa Bay?
Absolutely.
Right? We'll see how obviously the fans travel, which has been something that, we should talk about down the road as a side, just about how well this fan base is traveling. But no, I mean, this is
like
for lack of a better term, this is a playoff game at the end of October. Right? Like it's going to be an NFL, should be a smash mouth playoff.
Well, you're going to get a taste, right? And we haven't had a taste in a long time of this, and it's been fun. Absolutely, it's been fun. But this is about to get real around here this week. This is your first taste, everybody. Now, because of the nature of your start and what you've done, I don't want to call it a free roll because that's something like losing. A losing team would say something like a free roll, but you lose this game, not a ton changes, right? You're not going 16-1.
Well, here's the whole thing. This is why you've built that depth in your division for games like this when you're not 100%. When you have to go in, there are tough games on the schedule. You already said, from what I'm hearing from you, is you're flip-flopping what you thought the Chargers game would be
to the Ravens game.
To the Ravens game, which you were going to give one of them.
Yes.
It's just the way the schedule is. So what I'm saying is that Neal had said before that guys don't remember going out to San Diego, that Charger game. Yeah. It's a schedule woes. It's that game that every team plays. Well, it might be this week.
And
you know what? As long as it's just one of them, because what do we say? Every team has one or two of them this year. So, but then again, maybe it's not.
And if I got offered,
maybe it's not.
And I got to be consistent, too. I said, hey, before the Tampa game, I said, if you offer me 1-1 in these two games, I'll take it right now.
Yeah.
I'll sign that contract right now.
You have to be. Then you're 6-2.
Right.
It gets you to where you want to be, where you need to be, keeps you on pace to win this division and arguably host a playoff game. Now, if we're getting into the conversation we did yesterday, the fact that Philly lost, the fact that San Fran lost, if you are legitimately thinking about having a number 1 or number 2 seed, then you got to go out and win this game.
Right.
This sets you again. You go out and win this game, Neal, a lot of those last heads are going to turn to be like, wait, this is legit going on there.
And yes, and that is something that we'll get into a little bit later on in the week. Like if they do. Just saying if they do.
Because you open up new doors. All the doors that you've set yourself up for, but now you're going to reach another one, right, that you haven't been around ever.
Right. And that's something where if they do, it'll be incredible. Hey, this weekend, I don't know if you've heard about this or not. Michigan State, by the way. Go green or go blue. It's a Woodward Sports Network Great Divide viewing party. What could go wrong with this, everybody? I can't think of anything at all. Sit back, crack open a cold one, line up your bets, and tune in to watch the battle for the Paul Bunyan Trophy with your favorite Woodward Sports personalities this Saturday, starting at 7:30 p.m. So you mean to tell me that we're going to take all the Woodward people, Spenny, Sam Flannel, the Michigan Slaps, the Michigan State Degenerates.
Yep.
We're going to put all you guys in a room. We're going to get the drinks flowing and everything. What could go wrong here, Spenny? I can't see anything.
I'm going to be in tears. That's all I know.
It's just going to be sad emotion for you?
Yeah.
The bottom line is this, guys. You don't want to miss this. I don't want to miss this. I'll be working at the time. I'm sad. I'm gonna go back and watch it, though. Like, that's how much I want to see this.
Yeah.
I want to go back and watch it. I can't wait. But right here, Woodward Sports Network, the Michigan State viewing party, that is going to be electric. Tell them about Guardian Alarm.
It's going to be me versus all the Walmart Wolverines.
Spartans need a guardian.
Yeah.
You can handle it, Spenny.
I believe so.
You can handle it. Anyways, you know who to have your back? I won't be there. Neal won't be there. Guardian Alarm, they'll have your back, Spenmo. Let Guardian Alarm customize solutions from real experts, professional technicians. Take the time to recommend security and automated solutions specific to your needs. But I need you to call Guardian Alarm today. The number, 1-800.
Stay out.
24/7 professional monitoring. Call anytime, day or night. Know that a Guardian team member will stay on the phone as long as it's needed. But I need you to call the number, 1-800.
Stay out.
Technology backed by people. Yes, your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work on people who have been proven to care. Whether it's business, whether it's personal. And the only thing that Guardian Alarm cannot protect is Sam Flannel in this next segment. So give Guardian a call today, 1-800.
Stay out.
Stay out. Tears on Saturday.
Stay out of making a crappy hiring decision with your football coach, Michigan State.
For sure.
Guardian Alarm, you're off the clock for the next segment. But other than that, they got your back. Your local security experts, give them a call today.
What about Les Stanford?
Yeah, what happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. This is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust. On Woodward Ave, just south of 9 Mile, check out Les Stanford and Dearborn today. Find the brand you want at lesstanford.com. Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. So register today at OutdoorEquipCo.com, and even you could have DMAC on your landscaping crew.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Neal Rhul here for 5 Iron Golf, downtown Detroit's newest sports bar hangout. Yes, you guys know what it is. 13 TrackMan simulators. You can get in there, swing the clubs. They have certified golf instructors, but most importantly, a full bar. And they have a restaurant for food, too. 5 Iron Leagues, they're off and running right now. You can compete nationwide for a chance to win a trip to the Dominican Republic. Bring a foursome, or you can sign up as an individual. Go to 5irongolf.com and check it out. And I'll tell you something else. Go to 5irongolf.com, check out the league situation. Use promo code Woodward10. You'll get 30% off your league fees at 5irongolf.com. Go to 5 Iron Golf in downtown Detroit. Hey, it's Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back to Big D Energy. Woodward Sports Network, Neal Rhul, D-Mac here in the house, Kool-Aid, and Spencer Raxter as well. Real quick, Cat Spot. Neal is contradicting himself. He thinks Goff is a top 5 quarterback, but he doesn't think the Lions will be able to move the ball against a good defense. And number one.
Did you say that?
No.
I didn't hear you say that coming out of your mouth.
No. Again, it's Brandon. It's a little nuanced here with the schedule. And I don't know, like Joe Burrow had 200 yards passing in a pick against this Ravens defense at home. Here's the idea, Cat. They're good too. Here's the thing, Cat. They drive Mercedes too. You see what I'm saying? They're one of the best defenses in the league. They're at home, Cats. Your running game is stripped down right now. Take some nuance with this. Speaking of people that need nuance in their lives, we welcome in Sam Flannel from the Morning Woodward Show, 8 to 10. He has the less effective hair of the two with Jeff Iafredi. That is fair. That's a fair statement, Flannel.
It's definitely fair. But I think my hair. I think in terms of a show, we've got the best combined hair game of everyone. That's just my opinion. I'm a little biased, but that's.
Well, why wouldn't you? Dork and the douche in the morning. That goes with the hair.
Okay, so, all right, we're here. And I have a fun game I want to play with you because I had a moment. You ever have that moment where you're driving down the road and you hear something on the radio and you just You have to re-grab the steering wheel because you're like, I can't believe I heard what I just heard. And I want to share it with you later.
Thank God my hands were on the wheel because I didn't just crash into that 7-Eleven.
I had a moment. It was college football related. We'll discuss it. Okay. We're going to get there. And I have a spin-off of a fun game I want to play.
Spin-off.
Yes. But before we do that, something happened this morning. And I got alerted right away.
Yeah.
More
so
importantly,
did I. Jesus.
D-Mac
I got woken
alerted.
out of just a great dream.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
All right. Tell the people what happened. Give people the full background.
Okay.
Here's your 45 seconds to tell the story.
Okay, so we were talking about statues amongst like athletes in Detroit, and BMG, who was in the sound booth in the morning show, mentioned the Darren McCarty turtling Claude Lemieux, and I said absolutely not. That's ridiculous. That whole with all due respect, Darren McCarty's role players shouldn't get statues. And then I basically said if Darren McCarty gets one, then they should put one of William the Refrigerator Perry outside of Soldier Field. And people lost their minds.
Well, that goes how stupid you are because the fact that you compared the Claude Lemieux moment to the refrigerator player, like that's the most disrespectful.
You know what, D-Mac?
That's the most disrespectful out of the whole thing. But bottom line, Sam, what you don't understand and people have to understand about Sam doesn't understand is moments. And sports moments. And it ain't about the role player. It's about the moment and what people remember, right? I don't know if you know this or not, but most people remember that day. So it would encompass, and it's not about me, it's about the moment. I would assume that it would be the guy on the ground, me turtling him, the goalies jumping each other, all that event, because that's what remember. In moments. Now, certain guys deserve statue. Do I think that it deserves a statue? No. Mm-hmm. Right? But that's your problem is if you would have ended it that nobody didn't deserve a statue, but then you got to go into your little fucking stupid diatribe, right? About comparing things that are irrelevant, right? Because if you know anything about the Chicago Bears and back then, that was more of a fucking slap in the face. Where mine was more or less sticking up for fucking something that you believe in to the fact of what it was that people to this day, right, 26 years later, remember that. When I talk about it, it's Red Wing D-Day. Do you think I would call it Red Wing D-Day out of respect to our military veterans if I didn't feel that much about it? So fuck your ideas about statues, and you're right. Role players don't need statues, but moments in sports do. You know where I look at this? In moments of sports, just like I believe that the steroid era should have asterisks in the Hall of Fame. Why? To explain the narrative for 100 years later. When no one knows what it is and go, why is this there? Well, let me tell you, back in the day, isn't that what we do for things like 200 years ago and shit like that are supposed to? So the most disrespectful thing, Sam, isn't that you legend kill me or disrespect me. No, it's the fact that you compare that moment that is so relevant in the Red Wing people in the history of it to that one play, and because of what that moment meant to the organization. Did that one moment that Perry did mean the whole thing to that organization? No. So that's the whole point of the matter.
Okay.
All right. Hold on.
Okay,
real quick.
okay.
In the chat here.
Yeah.
Burn brings up a good cross comparison
and
says, did you know Nick Foles has a statue?
Okay, all right. So I actually, I found that out, and I don't think Nick Foles should get a statue either. But I would argue, and a lot of people,
Nick Foles deserves a statue more than fucking.
Nick Foles is a better NFL player than Darren McCarty was an NHL player. Nick Foles was a Super Bowl MVP. That moment happened in the Super Bowl. Nick Foles also had a season in which he had 27 touchdowns and 2 picks. Neither of them deserve a a statue. But here's where I think people kind of misrepresented what I said, and maybe I can clear it up a little bit. I'm not saying that the touchdown of William the Refrigerator Perry, and D-Max knocking out and turtling Claude Lemieux are the same thing. I'm just saying that it perpetuates the narrative. Like William
sorry, Sam. That fucking a Hall of Fame guy doesn't step up in a moment of clarity to do what a role player is supposed to do. I'm sorry, a role player played his job to the best of being a role player. You know what? Like
William Perry, the Refrigerator Perry, is the most popular member from that Super Bowl team, and that is the most ridiculous thing of all time. A team that
100%.
That had Walter Payton and Dan Hampton and Richard Dent and Mike Singletary.
It just goes to show you, too, how lame Chicago fans are.
And that's all well and good, but I think Darren McCarty is too highly regarded when it comes to Red Wings players of that era. I'm just saying. Steve Yzerman, Nick Lidstrom, Brandon Shanahan, Sergei Fedorov.
Sam, my point being, you don't understand moments, and you don't understand like how things have to play, which is fine, right? Because you're a fucking top of the fucking giraffe ball sniffer to whatever else. You said it all. Hey, and you're entitled to your opinion, but you said everything when you said you think Nick Foles' career was better than mine. I sit here with 4 championships.
4 championships that you wouldn't have won if you didn't get drafted.
See, look at you.
Oh my God.
You lay on MVPs and fucking Super Bowl MVPs. Everything I read in the chat, everything I hear from you, that's your go-to. That's fine. Hall of Fame, that's fine. So don't enter a conversation about moments and fucking role players and whatever else. Because without those moments, you don't see the rest. Because you know what? That's chronologically what history is.
All right.
All right.
Okay, and you had 1 point in the 2008 season. That's a fact. That is also a fact. But you get credit for that Stanley Cup. All right, but you get to give yourself credit for that Stanley Cup. Are you kidding me?
17 in the playoffs.
Oh my God!
And I played a role, and my role was to play the best 6 minutes. I don't know if you know
6
this.
minutes! Oh my God! 6 minutes! 6 minutes!
See, that's
you
what
played
I'm
1
saying.
point. You scored 1 point in that season. You get to claim credit for that Stanley Cup.
Got 1 point in there, and I got a goal and assist in the playoffs. And when you play 17 games in the playoffs, you fucking dumb shit, and are part of it, and are on the ice maybe for fucking in game, what was it, game 5 or game 4 when fucking Hoodler scored, which is fucking one of the biggest goals shifting. So you don't understand, Sam, because you're fucking not a role guy.
All right.
You don't understand because you don't appreciate role guys.
You're
You're an Aaron Rodgers motherfucking lover, Patrick Mahomes, top guys, all these guys. You disrespect the fuck out of Ben Wallace, which is why if I'm not going to ever fucking hit you for disrespecting me because I don't care enough, right? But disrespecting Ben Wallace is why you might get slapped out of the fandom.
What about this?
Hey, Sam, that's fair.
All right.
You can have your fucking opinion. The Nick Foles thing, that
Flannel
tells me everything.
Well, here, Flannel.
You know what? Nick Foles sure as shit would have won you something here.
Flannel, what about this one here? So I was told the conversation this morning was about if Dan Campbell deserves a statue if he wins a Super Bowl for Detroit, and you said no.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Crazy.
I did not answer the question. It was actually, it was given to Jeff Iafrate, and he kind of answered and didn't throw it over to me. I would probably say yes. A Super Bowl winning coach for the Lions? Sure. Give
yes,
a statue.
because that's one stop short of turning water into wine.
Right. I never answered
I would even
no.
say it's pretty comparable.
Fair. You know what? And give Dan Campbell a statue if he wins a Super Bowl here. I'm cool with it. On the record, I'm cool with it.
I want Brad Holmes on top of Ford Field like that thing in Brazil. That's like this.
Do it.
And I want drone footage from behind it as it pans over the city. Like, I want that.
Fair enough.
And that's deserved. I don't care what you say.
I will second that.
I don't care what you say. Hey, Lions pregame show. You guys know what it is. It's the very best pregame show in all of Detroit. Jeff Iafrate in that luscious hair is the host. And Sundays, we're a 1 o'clock game. This Sunday, as a matter of fact, at 9:30. Weekly special guest as well. And we said we're doing football better than anyone. That is a fact, not an opinion. Wednesdays with Sam Flannel will roll on here in just a couple of seconds after I talk to you about Big Boy. Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. They already have the best burger in the game, right? They already have that, so you know what that one is. How about that new pretzel bacon cheeseburger? More of a chicken sandwich kind of person? That's cool. The Bob's chicken sandwich or the Bob's hot chicken sandwich. Like, there's a choice there, guys. Come on. Don't get just regular fries. Upgrade those fries. Don't get Justin Herbert fries. Get good fries like chili cheese fries, loaded baked potato fries, and save room for dessert. The Reese's chocolate butter, peanut butter thunder cake, or the funnel cake fries. Get to Big Boy today.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
How would you like to win a 100K Vegas getaway? Take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's the Cintron Energy. Drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win.
Yes.
Register at drinkcintron.com/Vegas and buy Cintron at your local Meijer store. Cintron, the healthier energy drink with great taste. Look good, feel great, and be the best version of yourself with Cintron. Make sure you go to drinkcintron.com/Vegas to figure out how you can sign up to win.
All right, keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. I'll just give you a taste. Just a taste of the reaction. Kobe says Sam is a bozo. I'm glad he's no longer on this show. He doesn't know sports. Anyone can read stats. Replace him with Siri. We'll look into that maybe.
And by the way, for everybody who wants Sam fired, you know I'm the head of HR. That is not going to happen. He's a valued employee, even as fucking retarded. That shouldn't say that word. Even as... maybe we disagree, and I just want to say this before we move on, because Dre 10 says that problems that argument devolved my entire career into the 2008 season, which I played 3 games. Like I played a long time before that. But anyways, well, Sam, do you agree? We can put that on the.
Yeah.
We could temper that.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, dude, I respect you have a lot of balls, bro.
Miki says Flannel's a complete idiot. You can't have that conversation with a former effing professional athlete who was good at his job.
Sam can, though. Just only Flannel can. You guys got to understand that.
Yes. So there you have that.
On.
All right, Flannel.
Yes.
Something that triggered me yesterday.
Oh boy.
And I won't put them out there by name, but they have a talk show on SiriusXM's college sports station. Who is a Heisman voter, by the way. Every week, The Athletic kind of lays out their Heisman awards and who everybody that has a vote would vote for. Mm-hmm. And I heard this person say on their show, I have Michael Penix at 1. Yeah, I would say he's probably the favorite.
For sure.
I have Caleb Williams at 2. Stubbed his toe maybe for the first time ever in his career. But the resume solid, sure. I have J.J. McCarthy 3rd.
I like that. I'm not saying that he's there now, but he could get there. Let's see how he plays at Penn State and home versus Ohio State and even at Maryland. If he plays well in that stretch, if he plays well in that 3-game stretch, he might just end up in New York.
And I knew that going in. I knew that was going to be your response to it.
All right.
I knew it was. Can I put that on the poll? Is J.J. McCarthy one of the top 3 college football players? In today's day, look around.
As of right now, no.
Okay, I want to see how honest the people are.
But here's the thing. Like, to be honest about it, and like, what am I, savage to stick up for Sam in this point? His road ahead of him could put him there.
But how, though? How?
But because
you just discredit everybody else what they've done to this point.
But we're saying if he wins out in the games he has to win and has to play like a top 3 guy, what I'm saying is that he's still got a path to the national championship or towards there and big games against Ohio State and stuff like that. I don't see it over Michael Penix, Neal. But you're saying how can you see him getting there and being in the conversation? Because Michigan's in the playoff. They won Ohio State. They're undefeated, and he shined down the stretch.
So everything Michael Penix has done goes away if J.J. McCarthy has
No.
a good game in
I
the
thought
two
we were
legit
talking-
games he's
I thought
got to
we're
play.
talking-
No.
Are we not talking about how does he get to New York?
No, I'm saying no
Are
in
you
that
talking
in
about
that
how does he
space.
win? I'm not talking about how does he win. I thought the question was, this person had him third and has him going to New York. How do we get JJ to New York? No, he's got to be way, way behind in the voting to what Penix has done and put on paper. Isn't this two different conversations?
Yes.
Right? Because I think JJ McCarthy's pathway to New York is what? Plus 200, whereas winning it is plus 2,000.
Sure. He's not going to win it.
Woodward.
But are we talking about getting to New York? Neal, do you think he can get to New York?
No.
With what's ahead? Okay.
No, look around.
Okay, who's the
What do
other?
you mean?
Look around.
So-
Okay, and for
So
just
who's-
there,
I'm just asking
for this
because-
very reason. For this very reason,
All right.
I have a little drill I want to do
Okay.
with Sam Flannel.
Okay.
A little game we want
All
to
right.
play. Okay. Daryl 10 says, reminder, Ermanni says McCarthy will be the number 1 pick. LOL.
I mean,
He doubled down on it.
I would agree with that.
Okay, so in the spirit of this debate right now, I have concocted a game here
All right.
that I want Sam Flannel to participate in. It's called College Football Quarterback with More Passing Yards than J.J. McCarthy, or PGA Tour Pro Professional.
Oh, my goodness.
So I will give you a name.
Yards.
You tell me if they are a college football quarterback with more passing yards than J.J. McCarthy, because, and I think it's fair, you're like, yards. I think it's a fair exercise to do because there are 43 of them
Okay.
in college football that...
Aren't as many that have as many more touchdown passes, but that's okay. Never played
Okay.
a fourth quarter of the whole season. But go ahead,
Anyway.
go ahead.
So I want to do that, okay? So let's do this. Installment number 1: PGA Tour professional or college football quarterback with more passing yards than J.J. McCarthy. And I'll put one out there, and we'll do this one just to get you started right now. Austin Cook.
College football player with more passing yards.
That is incorrect. Austin Cook is in fact a PGA Tour
All right.
professional.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
So I just want to give you the flavor
All right,
of
all right.
where
Oh,
we're
I
going
like
here.
this.
Of where we're going here. Okay.
Can I? If he gets it wrong, can I?
Yeah, absolutely.
that one.
Carter
Kid hits a
Bradley.
mile.
PGA Tour.
No, he is a college football quarterback with more passing yards than J.J.
You
McCarthy.
got me then. JJ McCarthy's a bum,
As a
right?
matter of
right?
fact, he is 23rd.
Congratulations.
In college foot.
Who does he play for?
The
Hey,
quarterback
Spenny,
of
you see
Texas
how-
San
see
Antonio.
how
Oh,
he's the best in the
conferences that
business?
you like,
What a
Neal.
great teammate.
Yeah.
Right here.
for
Just,
sure.
Now he's just okay.
He is,
Over
as a
two.
matter of fact, he has 25 spots in front of J.J. McCarthy,
congratulations.
Heisman finalist. Okay?
I mean, JJ McCarthy could be a Heisman finalist, but go on.
Yeah, so, this is the ilk of where I wanted to go with it, and I wanted to do
Over
this.
two.
Let me see here. PGA Tour professional or college football quarterback with more passing yards than J.J. McCarthy. Haynes King.
College football. I know who Haynes King is. Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech,
Yeah.
the offensive juggernaut.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hey.
Give one to Sam Flannel.
What's he got stats wise?
He is,
16 touchdowns, 6 picks, right?
yeah, he has more passing yards
All right,
than
so he's
JJ,
better than JJ McCarthy,
J.J. McCarthy.
obviously.
Let's try this one. E.J. Warner.
That is college football.
Temple's quarterback. He's got more passing yards, a lot more passing yards
Now
than
do
J.J.
quarterback
McCarthy.
rating. You can't because.
Okay.
Now do quarterback rating.
Now, oh, yeah, because that's the one that fits your narrative, because he's 14 for 16.
Oh,
dumping
yards.
balls
And
off.
yards is
Yeah.
the end-all, be-all, right, Neal Rhul? The end-all, be-all.
What determines who goes where? What determines who's Heisman finalist?
I would say touchdowns, like yards. I mean, a lot of it has to do with it. And I'm not saying he would get there now, but I'm saying that if he balls out at Penn State, at Maryland, and home versus Ohio State,
So,
and
so
then the
why
Big Ten-
does that discredit everything else that everybody else did when they played real teams?
It
What
doesn't-
makes it different?
It doesn't discredit. It just you know what JJ McCarthy's pathway could honestly be, because we're not talking about is he going to pass up Michael Penix or Caleb Williams, because that's all well and done. Could he pass Bo Nix? Could he pass Jordan Travis? Could he pass guys like that? I think he could. If Michigan is undefeated and J.J. McCarthy throws more than 25 touchdown passes, maybe has 7 rushing touchdowns, he could get the Stetson Bennett treatment that he got last year when he didn't have the numbers to be a Heisman finalist, but he got in because they were undefeated and it was Stetson Bennett of Georgia. Like before that college football playoff, Stetson Bennett did not put up great numbers. J.J. McCarthy is going to put up better regular season numbers than Stetson Bennett did last year.
PGA Tour professional or college football quarterback with more passing touchdowns than J.J. McCarthy.
Okay.
Nicholas Vattiato.
PGA Tour.
No, he's the quarterback. He is the quarterback of Middle Tennessee State, who also has more passing touchdowns than J.J. McCarthy.
Well, and he also, that guy also has more passing touchdowns than Drake May, but you would never say anything about that.
I'm just telling you.
Drake. I'm just saying. Yeah, Drake.
Did you enjoy that game, Spencer Raxter?
Yeah, I needed that.
Well, Drake May, too. It's also a thing.
To say you have him as a Heisman finalist, the third on your Heisman vote right now, is an embarrassment.
He wouldn't be third right now. But you're saying there's no chance. You're saying there's no chance.
And I'm not even talking about running backs or, wide receivers.
Well, they're not going to.
I'm not talking about any of those guys. You got Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels and Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders
and
blew
Michael
a 29-0
Penix
lead,
and
bro.
Sam Hartman and Bo Nix, like Dylan Gabriel as well.
How does he
like,
blow
come
that
on.
lead when he doesn't play defense?
Oh. Say the same thing for Justin Herbert, then. Say the same thing for Justin Herbert.
What are you talking about?
About Shedeur Sanders also blew a 29-0 lead.
Because he's middle of the road.
What?
He's middle of the road, man.
Shedeur?
No, Justin Herbert is
Well,
middle
then
of the road.
But Shedeur Sanders is this Mercurial College quarterback or something?
Is he a good quarterback, Sam Flannel?
He's a good quarterback, but the
Yes.
team blew the lead.
The answer. Why does that count against him? We're talking about the best player in college football. And by the way, he's not even the best player on his team.
Okay, that's fair, and he needs
Hunter's the best
And Travis
player.
Hunter needs to stop playing both ways because he got cooked by Alec Ayo Minor. That actually happened.
Well, yeah, play 120 plays a game and see what happens to you at
Right,
the end
right,
of that
and
game.
I'm not saying that's his fault. They just need to kind of like lessen his
You see
role
what I'm
on
saying?
one
It's
side.
just, it's ridiculous. It's
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You're saying
for a
that he
Heisman.
can't pass
For
Sam
him
Hartman.
To be for him
Sam
to be third
Hartman.
on your Heisman ballot right now is absurd.
I didn't say right now. I'm saying he could be. I'm saying he could
Flannel,
be.
You're laying the groundwork for it already. You're sitting here doing it. Well, when he plays Penn State and Ohio State, if he plays good, he's there. So
And
the
Maryland.
joke of
He
a
said
schedule
Maryland,
they played.
too. He said and Maryland too.
Because they play 3 in a row. It's a 3-game
and
stretch.
Maryland.
All right, fine. You don't think there's any chance he can get
He's
there?
not a top 10 college football quarterback
Yes,
right
he
now.
is.
Look
Yes, he
around.
is.
But look at the name. Okay, Spencer.
Yes.
Is he better than Caleb Williams?
No.
Is he better than Michael Penix?
No.
Is he better than Jaden Daniels?
Yes.
His season's better than Jaden Daniels.
Not this year, but Jaden Daniels.
Is his season better than Sam Hartman's season?
Yes, it's
No.
comparable. It's the same. It's the same.
They beat USC.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
And played Ohio State.
And lost.
You're saying ooh to beating USC like that's nothing impressive?
No, but they also lost to Ohio State at the Horseshoe. Something J.J. McCarthy didn't do last year, by the way.
Well, good thing we're not talking about last
Well,
year. Are we?
good thing too because Jaden Daniels didn't even throw 20 touchdown passes last year.
How many JJ throw?
Jack Harrington.
22.
Jack Harrington says JJ pick 6 McCarthy. And okay. Can we level at this?
Okay.
Before we
What's
let
up?
you go
What's
here,
up?
can we level at this?
What's up?
He's got a whole lot of runway for some people for a dude that's 1-1 in his last 2 games against teams with a pulse, including choking on the biggest stage.
Okay, 1-1. A lot of players are 1-1 in their last few games with people with a pulse. Caleb Williams is 1-1 because his last game was a choke job at Notre Dame. 1 touchdown,
in his
3
only
picks.
2 games against teams with a pulse that he's ever played in his career.
Okay, fine. Home against Penn State was pretty tough, but that running game carried him. I said that
Home
running game
against
carried him.
Penn State.
I know.
Are you going to claim that top 10 victory over Iowa? Did you hear yesterday when I laid that? You guys know how this is going to work, right?
They're going 11-1, 100%.
Yeah, and they're going to be number 10 in the nation when they are.
Yeah.
Are they a top 10 team?
No.
Are you going to claim it as such, though?
We'll see.
That tells you all you need to know about this cat.
11-1, just something to sneeze at.
Appreciate you sliding through,
right,
Sam Flannel.
all right.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
8 to 10, Morning Woodward Show. Sam Flannel and Jeff Iafredi. Still our guy. Yeah, but that was a lot of fun. It was.
Yeah.
Swiss Insurance.
Yeah, absolutely. We all got football on the brain, well, except for Flannel. Anyways, fall is in college professional football this year. It is already awesome. Also, the perfect time to shop your home and auto insurance. Shop it like a pro with Swiss Insurance. They cover Woodward Sports Network. They should be covering you too. Ask for Mark at Swiss Insurance today. SwissINS.com or call 248-800-4177.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Looking for the very best in Detroit sports wearables? Look no further. You found it. woodwardsports.com/shop. The Stoke Not Scared t-shirt has to be a central part of your Lions wardrobe going forward, because you're Stoke Not Scared, right? woodwardsports.com/shop. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey. There's a Woodward Sports golf line as well. Go to woodwardsports.com/shop. The best in Detroit sports wearables. Pulling up on the second hour of the show. Hey, anything happened? I blacked out.
No.
How was that first hour?
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. Neal, Rhul, Darren, McCarty, JB Smoove now in the house. What up, JB Smoove?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
How you living?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Did I see I missed the whole Sam Flannel Scream Fest?
Yeah, he came in and set fire.
No, I was screaming.
Yeah, it was more
T-Mac
T-Mac.
called him a giraffe ball sniffer.
Wow.
That was great. I'm going to use that insult for sure.
Spencer Raxter, how you living?
I'm living good.
Michigan State this weekend.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. My goal is to be blacked out off the long drinks, so I just don't have to.
I got a feeling that you're going to be like...
You're going to accomplish that goal?
It's not going to hurt.
Yeah, no. I got to do the pregame show, too, so I just got to take it for like 4 or 5 hours.
You know, but it makes you a better person.
Yeah.
You can handle it.
That's fair.
You know what you
it's
got?
not, and be honest, right? As it's coming, it's not. You're prepared.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to be as bad as it could have been.
I've been mentally prepared since Washington.
I know you have. That's the one that broke you.
Yeah.
Right. That where it was that's the one where he was done.
If it were me, Rutgers would have broken me.
Yeah. Rutgers was bad. Like I said, I went to bed after the muffed punt.
Yeah, but you're not surprised though. That's the whole, like that's why you cashed out. You saw it early. You take your medicine and I think that's where. Do you feel like that's where a lot of your Sparty brethren are sort of at? Is just because you got. I mean, I'm sure in the chat says, well, what other choice do you have? You really don't.
Yeah, there's nothing to say.
But you know what? You're gonna make the best of it, Spenny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd like to say, hey, and you never know, but
no,
forget
we
it.
know.
Dash Friday. Why does Sam get so much hate? His stats and context are usually great. I thought he washed Neal here. No, I want to know why a 3-interception performance against Bowling Green with a $145 gets whitewashed by everybody.
That is true.
No, that never happened. It never happened.
Yeah, Caleb Williams
loses at Notre Dame.
At Notre Dame, and he gets dropped down, but that's true. I didn't even think about that.
It gets whitewashed. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like Michigan's the least penalized team in America right now. They played a road game with no penalties. You think like when they play somebody good, you think they're going to go through the Penn State game at Penn State with no penalties? No chance. No chance. But I know, because I'm not nuanced enough. I haven't been around college athletics. I don't understand how that works.
Well, that's the elephant in the room, right? What is this team? We can agree. I can agree. Eyeball test that this is a better team than last year. What they've had, as far as a whole team. But still, the question remains, and it's always what we talk about. But what happens when they play someone good, or they get that test, or the test, like you said,
and that's my point, D-Mac.
The surround, the weather, right? Bad weather, the outdoor game, something like that. Snows. You mentioned the referees. Yeah, it's just been too easy. You want it look. Let's look opposite to the Detroit Lions, right? It hasn't been easy. They've had to grind, injuries and stuff like that. They've had to do it with every man up. Like we can say no matter what happens this weekend that this team is well tested. We know what this Lions team is when they go into battle. They've gone into battle. Man, look at the way this team plays on the road now. We know. That's the only question we don't know, right? That's why, that's the worry. There's not a worry that this team is a great team, one of the best in the country, but at that time, can they be that team?
Let's Go Red Wings Sparty says, for JJ to be in anybody's top 3 at this stage of the season is blasphemous.
Yeah,
and that's
all we're
exactly
saying.
my point. Like, I can't even fathom that. And this person has a vote. And that's the vote that they would hand in right now. That's absurd.
And that's where, if you're just joining or just to update us, so Neal was listening to the radio XM, and somebody that he listens to and this person has a Heisman vote, had J.J. McCarty third in their voting as of right now.
Because, quote, he's the best player on the best team right now. That was the logic.
So
laughable.
So I think it's just behind the curtain of what we argue all the time. This goes into, hey, here's another person that has a Heisman vote and what they think.
Right.
So this is the narrative that's going around. But I think that to the point, and I'll defend Sam in this, that he's saying JJ's not third there now, but the narrative that they are spreading out, just like this person that said he's third already, is the fact that by the end of the season, by the win versus Ohio State, he will be third.
Right. Well, and you need somebody on that stage for your ratings, because the Michigan fans will just
get somebody better than Sam Flannel, but that's just my personal opinion.
Cody says Flannel's context sucks because Michigan isn't, and here this is a good point, I think. His context sucks because Michigan isn't winning because of J.J. McCarthy. They're winning with J.J. McCarthy, and that's my driving theory with all this here. Like Washington lost to Montana at home. Michael Penix shows up. Boom, they're a national championship contender right now. Caleb Williams with USC. Look at that defense. It is awful. And we were on this, D-Mac. Remember I said San Jose State's going to run the football on them. They put 200 yards rushing on them.
To that point of who said just that, right? Winning not because of him, but with him. Isn't that the other elephant in the room? Because what did we see? And yes, we saw the test passed at Ohio State last year, but then we saw when he needed to get it done against TCU.
He did not do it.
That's the last. What's the last thing in your brain? Those pick sixes, right at the crucial time. Now that's the question. Can he overcome that?
And that's my point with all this, D-Mac. Like this whole, I've got him third on my Heisman. He celebrated like he's accomplished something. You know what I'm saying? And I know, they won the Big Ten. Cool. This isn't college football anymore, guys. This is NFL light.
But it's sort of, isn't it? And I don't know what I'm trying to draw the analogy to, but it's sort of in the same air that Harbaugh travels in, right? Like, so it's that Harbaugh, he's getting that Michigan love of, like you said, if they're saying best player in the best program, that's what you quoted the person that had a third, right? So I think that you get caught in this Michigan air, right? Like
it's a
the
vortex,
Harbaugh air, the vortex. So, but the narrative is there, so don't be surprised if they do run it out, right? No, it's already started.
It's already started, yeah.
And we're talking, so here's the thing, it's already started. And we're not talking, I heard it on a Michigan station, I heard it on a podcast.
No, this is national.
I heard it on XM radio.
Yeah, this is national, guys. So be ready for it, too. And there are supporting factors to it. The Iowa thing that I talked about yesterday. They went out, they're going to be the number 10 team in the country, and that's an even bigger joke. That's an even bigger joke.
Dude, that tells you, if they're number 10 in the country, how bad is college football?
Now they might just to let everybody know, they might do the thing where, hey, even we can't do that. We got to put them like 12th. Even we can't put them in the top 10.
Dang.
You're gonna see these things start to work themselves out, man. Maryland was gonna be re-ranked if they didn't choke against Illinois. They were. going into that Penn State game. We see this play out time after time after time. College football is literally General Hospital. They have their storylines. It's a soap opera. The storylines, they repeat. The names change, but the storylines remain the same.
Mm-hmm. And every now and then a team pops up.
And blows it up.
Depending on a coaching change or whatever. Right? Like, would you say Texas is trying to get that resurgence, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, now that whenever you have, like right now in Georgia, losing their quarterback and stuff like that, like even college football, we said the playing ground is as level as it's been in a long time. Yes. It only makes it closer. Oh
man, dude, I missed that one. We got wrapped up talking about it. Hey, Woodward Sports, your home for the Detroit Lions post-game show. You guys know how we're doing it out there. Maz, Stick, get it in, everybody. As soon as that game is over, jump right onto the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Maz will pop the collar. Stick will be out there as well. Weekly special guests, so jump on in directly after all Detroit Lions games. So, yeah, guys, Planet Fitness. We're live in the Planet Fitness studios.
Back at it? Were you back at it today? Or are you still
we couldn't quite get back on the wagon today.
Where are you at as far as recovery?
I would say I've turned the corner. I'm probably about 65%. I would imagine tomorrow I'll probably be about 75. So we'll get in there and we'll do a run out. You know, we'll do a little 5K. Just get moving again. We paid a price.
Yeah.
And I trained, and I was able to pay that price because of the work I put in at Planet Fitness. Very best gym in the gym game today. $1 down, $10 a month for access to your home club. You want to be a baller, $24.99 a month, the black card. You basically own Planet Fitness. 2,400 of them over that in the world. 50 of them in Metro Detroit. You can go to all of them. You can bring a guest. Unlimited use of all the facilities as well. Look, Planet Fitness, their facilities, I've accomplished every fitness goal I've ever had in my life through Planet Fitness. I'll never be a member at another gym. So, planetfitness.com or pull in the parking lot, join there. It's Planet Fitness, Darren McCarty.
Planet Fitness, where if you could take a barbell and put it over, say Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. Try our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Turn up the heat with Bob's Hot Chicken Sandwich. Upgrade those regular fries with our chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. Hit your sweet tooth with funnel cake fries or Reese's Chocolate Peanut Butter Thunder Cake. Load up on all your favorites today at Big Boy.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com. Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Let's talk about Outdoor Equipment Co., official equipment provider of Woodward Sports. Thanks again to Watson's Landscaping and Outdoor Equip Co. for yesterday letting me out there cutting some grass, whipping some weeds, doing all the fun stuff in landscaping with the legend. Outdoor Equip Co., Michigan grown, family owned. I had the bad boy mower. They also got tractors, steel handhelds, weed whippers, Liberty trailers, Generac generators, snow plows, and Salters. Outdoor Equip Co. has it all. Buy it, rent it, 0% financing, delivery to your doorstep. OutdoorEquipCo.com.
Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Rhul, and Darren McCarty. JB Smoove here as well, trying to keep a low profile in there. JB Smoove, you don't want to walk into this smoke today, do you?
No,
I definitely do not. I'm good. I'm good on that smoke.
no. He knows that Ryan walks in at a certain time, right? And he doesn't want to be seen in the booth.
Yeah.
Right? Because, dude, I heard there's penance has to be paid. Something like anytime they show up on our show and then go to theirs.
Yeah.
You got to get the stank up. You got to go to.
Time you see me ducking down, that's probably.
They demand that you shower before you come back into the studio if you're on this show, right?
Yeah.
Again, thank God for Planet Fitness.
Right, absolutely. WoodwardSports.com, chat thread, subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel, and jump in there, get your thoughts. Spencer Raxter here in the building as well. Nick Hedigan says, I'm going to go out and get in 3 miles today as well. My legs have been spicy. For those that don't know, Nick, I'm friends with him on Facebook. He ran the Baltimore Marathon on Saturday and ran the Free Press Marathon on Sunday.
Gross.
What's wrong with you, bro? That's like Draper stuff. Like, I mean, that's gross. I just threw up in my mouth for everybody else. Way to go, though, bud.
He ran marathons back-to-back days.
Gross.
Now, did he clock it at a 0.3 longer? Hey, Nick, was it point?
Yeah, question for you on that, Nick. You did the half marathon, the American half marathon was 0.3 of a mile long. It was 13.4. I had that on my GPS. My buddy had it on his GPS. Pete Smith, my wife, did the half marathon today. She was up and running yesterday. She's a nut bar. She's married to me, so right away you know her judgment is a little off.
Amen.
Yes, that is. Let me see here. Brandon Katz. Neal likes to ish on Michigan fans for celebrating Big Ten titles, but he celebrates the Lions winning 5 games, even though they haven't won a playoff game in 30 years. And Brandon Katz, I'm surprised at you by that because you listen to this show every day, so you know what I had on there for them. A, those are two different. Those cars are in two different places of the highway. Number one, yep. But B, it's very simple for the Lions this year. It's very simple for Jared Goff. Win playoff game, success. Lose playoff game, failure. I'm constant about. That one I'm in all the way. And the screws are only turning more and more now with the start and everything like that. And then guess what? If you do that, Brandon, say you win a playoff game and then you get bounced by the 49ers or the Eagles or whoever, guess what the next year expectation is? To take another step. D-Mac, when you got
funny
drafted,
how that works, eh?
When you got drafted to the Red Wings, what year was that?
92.
92. All right. Did you guys just expect to go on the scene and go win the Stanley Cup right then? You guys weren't at that highway yet. You were close.
Right.
You were close, but you weren't there yet. And I do expect the Lions to be there in some form or fashion. I do want to talk about this real quick, and we do have a Red Wings topic we want to get to. Drell 10 says, Neal, I bet he doesn't care. I bet he doesn't. That is pretty funny. Yeah. So Penei Sewell, and Spenmo put this in there. Spenmo's a big Penei Sewell guy.
I am.
I would say you're maybe a vice president or a secretary of treasury of the Penei Sewell
rocking
fan club.
his jersey every game day live stream watch. You can watch it sitting right there in front of me.
It's facts.
Yes. Playing at an all-pro level. Now, we here are not... This is another piece. You want to talk about like national narrative versus local narrative. I think that the national media has been kind of in lockstep with the local fan base as far as the Lions as a whole. I will say this. Penei Sewell still doesn't seem to get that national shine. Now, I'm not up here crying about it or complaining about it or anything like that. It's just, I still feel as though that Sewell is not quite viewed as what I believe his company to be.
Well, when do your trench guys, when do your guys on the offensive side usually
in the
get
playoffs?
Noticed?
In the
right?
playoffs.
Usually, when is their name sort of made? Right, stuff like that. I think as this team continues to go, I think that people have started to notice, right? Just because of the pedigree and coming out, but you look along down the line. You know, you look at the main three, and hats off to Graham Glasgow and Spenny. The Jonah Jackson was out, right? You look at how good we were talking about the job that Hank Fraley, the offensive line coach, has done with this team, because you didn't hear that kid's name, because I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, me either.
Chichuli or whatever. You didn't hear his name once. I mean, it's the committee job they do, but we got three pillars. You got the Rock and Ragnow in the front. Decker, even playing as injured as he is, you see what it means to him. And, you know, he's pulling that old school, lack of a better term, what we see Johnson and Kelsey in Philly. Those are the sort of the backstop of what you try to be, right? So you got these pillars. I think that we're starting to get known, but, Neal, that was my point. You got to get in the playoffs, and you got to win a playoff game. As this rushing attack continues to get 100 yards, the narrative changes. I think that more people know, but as far as like when we turn on the national TV or we start listening, on the tip of people's tongues, you're going to hear them talk about Penei Sewell like they do about Trent Williams and guys and you know, Lane Johnson's, guys like that.
Yeah, and look, Spenny is our lineman insider, I guess you could say it. And Pro Football Focus put it out there. During the Lions' 4-game winning streak, Penei Sewell's had 143 pass blocking snaps, 0 sacks allowed. He's given up 0.7% pressure percentage. 0.7% of the time you get a pressure when you line up over Penei Sewell in 143 snaps.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying here, man? And so, Spenny, I go to you because I admit, when it comes to Penei Sewell, maybe I get too far out in front of my skis. Although I don't think I do, but sometimes I do. But you're lineman elite. You were one.
Yeah, I was.
You were one, so you know.
I do.
You know deeply. He is the Lane Johnson. He is in that company.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yes, he is. He is elite. He is one of the best tackles in the game.
Trent Williams.
Yeah, it's impressive to see what he's doing, and he's still so young, and he's going to keep doing this for a while. He is going to go down as one of the best Detroit Lions in the history of the franchise. It's extremely impressive to see what he's doing at such a young age, and it's just going to keep getting better. And he proved it. He's doing it from both sides. When Decker was out for a couple games, he moved to left tackle. He was doing it from that side too. So the guy's unstoppable. He is the best player on this team.
Benny, you just hit something that just knocked me back. how young he is. Like, how old is he?
23, I think.
And these linemen, like, this is 10 years. This is something get used to it. Solidifying. And you got Frank in the middle too. Like, how old is he?
23.
How old's Ragnow?
Ragnow is probably 28, I would assume.
Okay, but so you're 2 classes below
Frank
that.
is 27.
Okay, 27, but still, a couple that you would shift to. Like, having that at the age, wow. That just reidified the numbers. Hey, Flannel, check those stats out. He's good, right? But that just reiterates with something you have for a long time. Now, what, availability and staying healthy, and he has proven that he can grind it out.
Well, because Spenny asked a question on the show sheet: will he make first team? And I believe that he is, especially when you factor in everything like age, rookie deal, still all of it. Like, he's the most valuable offensive lineman in football. I think it's far and away. Right, because if you factor in all that
calculate everything in,
but they don't do first team based on that.
Thing.
They do first team based on line them up, who's who. I think you'll see that he probably won't make it this year, even though I believe that he is. There is an age tax that gets paid, D-Mac, right?
Oh yeah, there's a veteran tax. So again, it's sort of when the guy ahead of you has the mantra, and right now it's Lane Johnson. In Philly, until he is done or falters or gets hurt or something like that, where it opens the door. No, it's if we say old boy network.
Yes.
Or the way that it's done.
Yeah. The way that it's always been, exactly.
Penei Sewell is the best player on this team.
Although, right, if the Lions, right, win the division and are number one and are better than Philadelphia stats-wise and continue rushing and stuff like that, I do think that this is a time where there could be a changing of the guard.
you know what? That's a great point you just made, because I believe that to be correct too.
Mm-hmm.
Can we poll that one?
What's that?
Who's the best player on the Lions? Aiden Hutchinson, Penei Sewell, pick a third. Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's a good poll right there. That's a great poll. Good job, Spenny.
Thank you.
That is a great poll.
I'm pretty good sometimes.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see the results of this one. 40 Gumball, Sewell's the best. What a great situation that teams rather have drafted Trey Lance and Zach Wilson. And yes, he's Zach Wilson until he plays well. You don't get the K pronunciation at the end until you do something. And you know, I'm on board with it. Like I am. I'm on that Penei Sewell. I'm on the Penei Sewell train. But that's just me. And I'm really, really I want to let this one run because I'm curious to see where the people are. And just as a franchise as a whole, when he showed up, everything changed. D-Mac, it's not, contrary to what Sam Flannel thinks, it will never be held in the same regard to the general population. But when he squared up with Aaron Donald, that was my D-Mac moment with Claude Lemieux with the Lions. For real, I'm just telling you me. Like, that was the moment where I was like, this guy's not dicking around, man. Like, this guy will go. And he'd already done it with Bosa, with the 49ers game, and he squared right up to Aaron Donald and said, you're not punking me. You are not punking me. Sorry, bro. I know who you are. I'm respectful of who you are. But all the old shit, that shit's over.
Yep.
I'm squaring up with you, Aaron. I know who you are, but you know who I am too because you're feeling me in this football game. And that was my moment. That was my D-Mac moment with the Lions. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it.
Yeah. Mine was when he played at right tackle for the entire preseason and then had to go to left tackle for his first game and handled Nick Bosa. As a rookie. Not a lot of people can say that he can do that.
What about when Micah Parsons wanted out of the phone booth? And he said, no, you're going back in the phone booth.
He put him in the phone booth.
And shoved him back in there. And then, like, Parsons, like, grabbed at his arm. Yeah. And then he, like, snapped his arm away and closed the door.
They had to switch sides for him to get any pressure. You got to switch sides for him to
They
get
had
any
had to junk it up.
But that stuff doesn't mean anything, guys.
I know it doesn't. Hey, it's time for the Great Divide, everybody. The game that splits the state of Michigan in half. Go green, go blue. Which one are you? Does Harbaugh notch another win? Or is MSU coming after Big Blue? It's the Woodward Sports for the Love of College Football pregame show. Spencer Raxter, Sam Flannel, Easy, many more will get you pumped up this Saturday, 6 to 7:30 on the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. I wonder how much Spenny can take. This okay, leave it up.
There's going to be a breaking point.
Yeah, that's it. It's going to happen.
Yeah, Sam Flannel might
pop him at some point.
Sam Flannel might end up in that phone booth.
How much do you think you can? Because right now you're like, I'm just gonna show up and drink my feelings away.
Yeah,
just lock him in the closet or maybe in the dryer.
Yeah, somebody might. I'm probably gonna take it out on Booner because Booner's gonna talk a lot of shit. I know that. Flannel's not gonna talk that much shit because I know Flannel. He expects to win and he'll do that and he'll take it with class. But I know Booner's gonna talk a lot of shit.
He did strike out George Springer.
No, it's Broder. Broder won't talk
that's
shit
right.
either.
Nah.
Booner is just, he's going to talk shit. I know he is.
Did Booner go there?
No.
No, Booner's
but
just
Broder
the guy.
did.
Broder did.
Broder was
struck out George Springer.
Booner was the guy sitting in the stands chirping.
Okay,
Booner's
gotcha.
just the chirper.
Well, that follows a storyline. All right, tell him, hey, I got to get some pet food for Hunter the cat.
Yeah, you got to go to Premier Pet Supply, obviously. Premier Pet Supply is Michigan's best pet store. They've been family owned and operated for over 30 years. 13 Metro Detroit locations, over 60 brands of food, lowest prices and curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply, give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot off the press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Dick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Just in time for football, Glorious Cannabis is dropping a new iced water bubble hash-infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good. It's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. A gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you're missing out. They're so smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% out. Check us out online, www.gloriouscanna.com.
Keeping it pushing here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal, Rhul, and Darren McCarty, and Spencer Raxter, and JB Smooth in the house. All of you in the woodwardsports.com chat thread. Did just get an alert here. And Jared Goff, the NFC Player of the Week. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
My quarterback. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. WoodwardSports.com chat poll.
Yeah.
Phil in the WoodwardSports.com chat. Got to go cut the lawn, guys. Later. And the best to y'all. Phil, keep it pushing with you. This is perfect for when you mow the lawn.
I was out there yesterday. Keep her going.
Yeah. It's absolutely perfect. WoodwardSports.com poll in the chat. Who's the best player on the Lions? Penei Sewell, 44% of the vote. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 20%. Jared Goff, 20%. And Aiden Hutchinson, 16%. I'm stunned by that one.
Hutch should be 2.
I'm stunned by that. See,
Hutch should be number 2.
Amon-Ra's a gold jacket, bro.
For sure. I think Hutch can be 2, though.
I think he can be.
It's harder to get a gold jacket as a wide receiver than it is a defensive end.
I think the numbers are just the reception numbers are gonna be so staggering that you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
This dude catches 8 balls a week for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
And his dad's got him doing calf raises, so you never have to worry about his Achilles or anything.
That is true.
You know what's funny? Real quick, it popped in my head during the marathon, and I meant to mention this to you guys. We got to about mile 11 or so, and it was sunny for the first 3 quarters of it, and it was like warm. You know, like 58 degrees when you're running,
and sunny
is warm.
Is nice.
And I was kind of thirsty. I'd hit a couple. I don't like to drink while I'm running.
Did you drink the beer on the front porch?
I did not. I turned it down. I don't. No, because D-Mac, here's why. No, you know what? I was going to.
Cut that one, please.
D-Mac, I was going to.
I know you were. You talked about it.
But things were going so well.
You didn't want
I didn't want to recognize.
What mile was it at?
11.5.
Oh, nice.
It was deep.
Okay.
It was deep in there.
You had your option. I mean, maybe I was a little aggressive with that. But.
So, yeah.
But that
runs
was
a half marathon, pussy. So I thought about Amon-Ra St. Brown's dad because obviously with the sun I was sweating a lot, and I don't like to drink like the cups of water because you can't help but take in air.
Why? Because it's out of the city, or what?
No, the water, the Gatorade, whatever. Because you can't help but take in air. So about another half mile down the road, you got to deal with that air you took in some fashion, and it's uncomfortable. But anyway. I thought of Amon-Ra St. Brown's dad. I was like, why don't you just drink your spit?
Yeah, it's true.
So shout out John Brown.
So you're drinking spit?
Yes, shout out John Brown.
Did it work?
Yes, it did.
David Gettleman makes point. All of them are potential gold jackets. Like, all 3 of them are.
No, they are.
All 3 of them are potential gold jackets. If they continue to rise as their stock rises in their careers as it is right now, they all are for sure. Potential.
Do you think right here, right now, you think Panay will be first team All-Pro?
Lane Johnson's going to be out, so he has a very, very good chance of doing it. Like, Lane Johnson's probably going to miss 4 weeks. So
interesting.
Yeah, I think you.
I missed that news. How did I miss that?
I think you very well could be.
Just give him the blank check.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Here, Panay, this is pre-signed. You just fill in the number. We'd like to keep winning. Just remember that. But fill in whatever number you want.
Straight cash, homie.
Yeah. Brandon Katz, Hutchinson's a top 5 defender, and he rarely comes out of games. Look, if you're going to rank them, if you wanted to take this another way and gold jacket power rank them, I put Sewell at 1, St. Brown at 2, and Hutch at 3, and Goff at 4.
I mean, Goff's not going to get one.
Well, if you win a Super Bowl with the Lions,
that doesn't make you.
Hear me out. Yes, it does.
No, it does.
I think the entire team should immediately be put into the Hall of Fame. Jack Fox, Patterson, the Holder, all of them. What do you think about that, D-Mac?
Yeah, yeah.
If the Lions win the Super Bowl, suspend your rules, like your 5-year rules, and just put them all in the Hall of Fame next year and have them play in the Hall of Fame.
A little aggressive, but
Uncle Neal Soft Feet says statues for everyone. Do we do a statue, D-Mac?
Oh yeah, they all get statues. Don't let Flannel be in charge. Don't let Flannel be in charge. Only the good ones.
Yes. So
whoever won the MVP of the Super Bowl, that's the one that gets the statue. Says Flannel.
The MVP of your Lions Sunday is our Woodward Sports Lions Insiders. Yes, they are our MVPs. They are your MVPs as well. Woodward and Maine, everybody. Start your NFL Sunday, 8 a.m. Gabby D. Phillips, the aforementioned Michigan man who struck out George Springer in college, Matt Broder, and the legend Terry Foster as well. The Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Sundays, 8 a.m. Start your NFL Sunday with the Woodward Sports Lions Insider Show. Also an episode on Tuesdays at 7 a.m. as well. When we do come back, though, I have a Red Wings question, and I think it's valid because I felt a way, and I need to be marked. I need to be marked on this because I have a question. Am I making too much of this? And I want your guys' answer after I talk to you about Hamlin Pub, everybody. Hey, our fantasy drafts. We're a Hamlin Pub. We're a Hamlin Pub friendly fantasy draft zone. That is where we go. We go to the one at 22 and Hayes, East Side, and you can go to a pub where everybody is a regular. Whether you're enjoying, half off pizza Thursdays, that's tomorrow, plan accordingly, or Michigan game day specials, all Michigan teams, Lions, Red Wings, Wolverines, all of them. You got the game day specials, NFL games as well. Hamlin Pub is the place. The place. Visit a location today and experience your new favorite pub for all things sports. It's Hamlin Pub, 7 locations.
Woodward Sports own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune in to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Neal Rhul here for Academy of Warren, kindergarten through 8th grade. You can still enroll now, by the way. That features AM, PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, a Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Hope Mifflin curriculum, academic games, and kindergarten through 8th grade athletics in a brand new state-of-the-art sports dome with a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field that can be used for 7-on-7 football. Academy of Warren, all-encompassing, everybody. They take care of everything that your child needs to get a good education, physically, support, all of it. Go to academyofwarren.net and take a look around today. JB Smooth's met Mr. Kearney before, come to find out. I want to meet Mr. Kearney one day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That was part of the afternoon show, right?
Yeah. So
you guys were out there, right? They said, hey, keep that BDE clown show away from here.
No, they didn't.
Don't be introducing Neal to Mr. Kearney.
They didn't say it like that.
Yes, they did.
They said it nicer.
They said it nicer. Okay.
No, but they did say the reason Spenny and I can't go is because we associate with Neal. That was pretty much it, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's fine.
We're working on it.
And that's fine. All right.
It's all right. We get to go to Dispo on Friday, and they don't.
That's true. And what's at Dispo on Friday also?
T-burgers.
I think it's time for a big package. When we go to Dispo, we'll call it Big Bag Fridays.
Big Bag Friday, yeah.
What do you think?
For T-burgers, I like it. I love T-burgers.
I do too, but those I don't know what witchcraft they do with those buns.
The control burger was the thing that blew my mind.
Dude, my man had enough confidence to bring out just the plain burger.
Plain hamburger.
Burger, bun. After we had already tried some of the other ones. And he's like, hey, here's plain burgers. Tell me what you guys think. He had the audacity.
It was so good.
To bring out a plain burger. Like, he had that much confidence. He just took it out and went.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the Penny Sewell of the burger game.
Facts.
Right?
I want it.
And how good was it, Neal?
It was so good.
It's the greatest hamburger I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
agree.
I'm not paid to say that. Like, it's they're not a sponsor yet.
No, you said that with like your real voice, not your paid voice. I mean, when you know Neal long enough, you know when he's getting paid when he's not.
Yeah, I agree. It's the best.
It's the best hamburger I've ever had.
Yeah.
Hard stop. But yeah, okay. Look, tonight, Red Wings Penguins. My associate, my compadre Darren McCarty, will be down there doing some stuff for Poker Stars as well.
Yeah.
But you will be down there.
Yes.
Amongst the people, the hated Pittsburgh Penguins coming into town. Right here, right now, D-Mac. And it's not fair to ask you the question because you laid it out at the last second went off on the clock last year. You laid it out and said, I expect this team to go to the playoffs.
Yep.
You're not the point of this segment. I guess people like me are the point of this segment. Because I said, hey, get down to the last week. Take your chances. I'm cool with that. I don't know. I feel like this team's not there for that. But D-Mac, and look, the streets are littered with teams that get off to good starts. And they're 2-1. I think it qualifies as a good start. I watching this team, am I putting too much into it? Okay, look, let's cut the shit. The power play line, it can't keep up this pace. Like, you know what I'm saying? DeBrincat's not going to score 60 power play goals this year. No. He's just not. That's not sustainable. But damn it, D-Mac, this is what I envisioned when I called Steve Yzerman personally on his personal line. And it went to voicemail. Then he called me back a couple minutes later. I'm just kidding, by the way. When I sat up in the suite with Steve Yzerman, and he's like, Neal, what do you think? Here's what I'm thinking. I said, Steve, that's a bit ambitious. No, I'm just kidding. That never happened either. When I willed Alex DeBrincat to Detroit, because that did happen, and you told me that. You said Steve was watching the show. He's like, I like where this guy's head's at about this DeBrincat deal. He laid out a path.
He really liked how you said you could get him for
less than you think.
Less than you think, yeah.
He really liked that. And I followed up and I said, I bet you can get him under contract for less than you think. He really... No, I'm kidding. That didn't happen either. No, but D-Mac, for real. Can Alex DeBrincat be the guy that single-handedly shifted the fortunes of this franchise in terms of being a playoff team? Am I overstating that?
No.
For real, I'm not.
No, you're
I
not.
feel like I am.
No, because you're not, because you need to get better in certain departments, right, to make that step up. Now, we've talked about what the power play can do as far as making you tougher by making other teams play. I think the question right now, right, so you have to get better. You have to get more talented. I mentioned the word yesterday, buzzing is what I see this. So this team and where they've added that scoring. They can score with other teams in this league. You know, the question marks is defense and goaltending. Tonight, you know, you look at how many they've been going with the 6 or 7 defensemen, and you hear Derek Lalonde say a couple guys are nicked up and stuff like this. This is what you're going to be fighting throughout the whole year. So can they consistently keep it going? But the way that they played in the first 3 games, right? They got to be more disciplined than they were in game 1. But the game against Tampa at home, the game the other night against Columbus is how they have to play. That's playoff hockey. That what I saw was a playoff hockey team. And then now it's about consistency. Now the whole trouble is have you avoided those major injuries, getting down to the nitty gritty? Can you get consistent? Because here's what you're thinking now. Let's keep this ball rolling. Let's get as many points as we can. You like to bank points, so to speak, in case bad things happen. But I think for what you see as speed-wise, the different role guys that they've added, the chemistry, but the power play and different things now they still need, you know, some tweaks here and there. They could use another defenseman, if not 2. In my opinion, to make them a little bit tighter, and the goaltending is questionable. But this is a playoff team from what I've seen for the first 3 games.
I also feel this. I think that Alex DeBrincat makes Dylan Larkin a borderline 1C when he's out there with him. A borderline 1C. Yep. I think Alex DeBrincat is that good. I think Alex DeBrincat is this much of a difference. I've been clamoring for this. A star goal scorer. He's here, folks. He's here. He's at LCA, 40 goals loading.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And that's a great point. Steve Yzerman did say that, not only to the 40-goal natural goal scorer, you know, that Alex DeBrincat is, but he makes everybody around him better. And I will contest absolutely Dylan Larkin is a 1C. You know, when playing with Alex DeBrincat, he can elevate them, and that's what you need. So, so can they continue this? The power play production and stuff like this? Yes, until you show me that somebody can stop them.
Katz, Neal is grossly overrating Larkin. He is not close to a 1C center. And Katz, I didn't say that he was. I said when he is out there on the ice, that DeBrincat is so good.
When he's playing with Alex DeBrincat out there on the ice, that he can elevate Dylan Larkin to that. And because how do we know that? Well, you look at the production in points-wise, and you look at how many goals Alex DeBrincat is scoring off assists or with Dylan Larkin out there. So it makes sense.
Rack says those two look great together on the ice Saturday, and the setup from Larkin was a perfect example. And Rack, when I watch the Red Wings on the power play, when DeBrincat and Larkin are out there, I expect them to score.
Right.
I expect them to score.
Isn't that a great feeling?
And I'm surprised when they don't.
It's that chemistry. But here's the thing, even when they haven't scored, and they've scored, and I don't know what their power play percentage is, but they've scored on, I would say, a consistent basis so far early in the season. But if they don't, they get great opportunities.
And that's what it is. And even more than all that, D-Mac, and mark me on this. You know, you played the game. You mark me on this one. I always talk about when I'm watching Edmonton play, and Connor McDavid goes out on the ice, and everything changes. The tempo changes. You can tell the body language of the other team changes. When DeBrincat and Larkin are out there on the ice on the power play, the tempo of everything changes. The feel changes. The speed of the passing changes. Everything changes when they go out there. Am I being too much, D-Mac? Like, for real, am I being too romantic with this? Check me here.
No. I think it's where, and maybe it's not to the full extent yet, but people recognize. But that's what the power play, and the power play amps up. So these guys, and I think as a unit, the whole, whether it's first unit or second unit, it's made the power play so much better. So the fact that the pace of play, or that they're coming at you, what I like is, yes, they've, instead of sitting here, well, they're getting opportunities and not putting the puck in the net. They're putting the puck in the net.
No, the puck's in the net. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that when they're not, they're still generating chances. Right? Like the ooh and ah, could have been, here or there. That's what you want, because that's consistent.
Michael J says it's not just DeBrincat and Larkin on the power play. It's Seider, too. But, Michael, like, the cycling of the puck is different when those two are out there.
Right. It's it's the whole, I look at it as a unit. But it's engaged like that. And you know what it reminds, if you look back, right, to DeBrincat's earlier years in Chicago with Patrick Kane. They're like, and that's like, as far as like, especially down low and synergy and moving the pucks and stuff like that, you get those top talents on the same wavelength, then that's why the puck's in the back of the net. We see it all over the NHL.
And I'm excited for the game tonight. Like, I'm sitting down and locking into this one. I got a game coming up this weekend. I got to go out of town, but the hard work is done already. Detroit City and Pittsburgh on Saturday, by the way. Detroit-Pittsburgh all weekend long.
There we go.
Now, if they lose, is that the
that's
season?
It. Yeah, it's playoffs. Playoffs are in. It's a one and you're done. Like,
does that mean soccer's over?
Yes. For Detroit City until March when they start again.
Jesus.
Oh, it doesn't start till March? I thought it went like all year.
Yeah.
I guess it is almost all year.
That's a big gap.
All right, good luck, City.
Yeah. So there is that as well. But yeah, man, I love Alex DeBrincat. There, I said it.
Absolutely.
I love Alex DeBrincat.
And why wouldn't you?
He is what I've been asking for.
He's what we've all wanted
for the last half a decade.
Absolutely. You know what? You know what's also a need, like Alex DeBrincat, if you need your haircut, come to Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience, and also register to win a trip of your dreams. All expenses paid. Sweet for the 2024 NCAA basketball tournament. That's right, no expense spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
What about Feldman?
Feldman Chevrolet, 18 locations. There's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com. Find the location nearest you. Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. They make buying a car so easy that Sam Flannel was able to buy a car. Think about that. That's a bold statement. Woodward Sports Network will be live from Feldman Chevrolet in Novi on Monday. I got to see what's up with those EVs. I'm going to be making the switch. And when I do, I'm going to Feldman Chevrolet.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
When buying or selling real estate, flexibility and control over the sales process is key. Sellers, how would you like the freedom of canceling your listing agreement at any time for any reason with no penalty? Try Mark White's risk-free minute-to-minute listing agreement today. Looking to buy or sell real estate, visit markwhitesells.com or call 248-290-8242. markwhitesells.com, where flexibility meets success.
Final segment of the show. Hard to believe that it's almost over already. What is today, Wednesday? Tomorrow's Thursday then? We'll have the picks tomorrow. Speaking of Feldman Chevrolet, Ryan Poulter from Feldman Chevrolet will join us. He had a 2-1 week. He's trying to turn the corner. Now he lost ground to the GOAT. But, that's not his fault. You can't be judging yourself against me in that. Like, that's bad practice. Wyatt Bear, already locked in my 2024 DCFC season ticket. So there you go. Big time. Get on out there, man. Get on out there.
Nice work.
Let's go Red Wings Sparty. Neal wants to marry him. Hey, I was talking during the break. When I have that discussion with my wife, with Sylvia, I'll say, look, this isn't Alex's fault. It's your fault. You are not a proven power play scorer. You don't have any 40-goal seasons on the resume. So if you're looking for somebody to blame, don't blame me and don't blame Alex. Blame yourself. And
then you look over and you wink at your marriage counselor, Sam Flannel, right? Because that's all important.
Yeah, I am. I'm excited for that game tonight.
Good.
Irrationally excited.
I think we could be rational. Building was humming the other night. Let's see if we can get her going tonight. Everybody going down.
Louis Parlacki. Thanks for reminding me, Louis. Michigan State. Get right, Neal? Yes. Donovan Edwards, anytime touchdown, plus 110. Get in. They will take every opportunity to get their people right. Donovan Edwards, anytime touchdown. Last I looked at it was plus 110. People want to mark me in there. Get right. We're 47-17. And guys, look, I'm not just going to throw one out there when I've lost two, because now I'm at that 30 games over 500 mark. We can't go backwards. We can only go forward, D-Mac. This is a big one. So there you go. Donovan Edwards. And I think he's back from the museum, right?
Yep.
He's got his perspective now.
I think so.
And he's going to do it. Sam Flannel says that's a great choice for the Get Right, Neal. I don't choose the Get Rights, Flannel.
The Get Right chooses him.
The Get Right chooses me.
We can't lose. No, we can't lose.
No, we can't lose. Michael Nunley. Neal, will any future Lion season ever feel this good? Kind of like losing one's virginity. It only happens once. I forget, I don't think we realize the percentage of the population that was not alive when they won a playoff game.
That was not.
And Spenny's so grown up, he has tax trouble now.
Yeah.
Like, you got to think.
That's for sure.
He wasn't alive.
Sexual.
I got to start paying student loans again, dude.
Like, think about that. Does that not give you great perspective?
I'm going to start selling blood and semen. I'm telling you that.
You give us semen away.
Yeah. Like the Daniel Jones Turnover Factory,
yeah.
You are adding a third shift.
Yes.
And are open for business. I don't think there's really anywhere to go after that statement.
No, I don't think there is either.
D-Mac, you said you're out with the people tonight, right?
I am. I'll be down there. Come see the mayor. I'll be cruising around. Come get a picture.
Brandon Hasso, I was a wee 1-year-old. Chuck Brewer, if he hadn't scored last week.
Rake said just not at the same time, hopefully. Hey, get two birds stoned at once.
Hey, yeah!
Double rate.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
You're all about optimum efficiency in your business.
Hell yeah, and getting birds stoned.
That's what it's all about.
All right, I think we've done everything we can do. JB Smoove, appreciate you.
Here, hurry up and scurry out before you get seen, buddy.
Yeah. Sam Flannel, appreciate him stopping by. Not everybody, but I did. I appreciated him stopping by. Who else did we have working on the show today?
Kool-Aid.
That's right. Big shout out to Kool-Aid. He's down with the Pistons right now. For D-Mac, for Spencer Exner, my name's Neal Rhul. Thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.
It was a shout out.